There are nearly 72 different space agencies involved in space programs around the globe. Nearly all of the space agencies work jointly. Below we have listed some of the best space agencies in the world on the basis of budget, milestones and more.
10. National Center for Space Studies, France.
The French Space Agency represents France and ESA, European Space Agency, and its headquarters are located in Paris and is under the supervision of the Defense Ministry of France. When this French space agency was established, its main focus was to train astronauts for space programs for ESA, but French Space Agency now mainly focuses on defense, science, and technology, research and sustainable development of resources.
9. Italian Space Agency.
The Italian Space Agency launched its first satellite San Marco 1, on December 15, 1964. The agency launched many satellites after 1964, but its first major satellite Bepos X was launched in 1996 to examine the universe more clearly. After that the agency never saw back and grew rapidly and worked on many international space programs like XMM Newton, Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, the Venus Express and many more. One of its major multi-purpose logistics module cargo is currently used for transferring and storing instruments from and to the ISS.
8. German Aerospace Center, DLR.
The German Aerospace Center is nowadays focusing on power generation with low carbon dioxide emissions and developing solar-powered technologies. The space organization usually plans its space programs on behalf of German federal government. Since its establishment it has launched some of the famous space programs like Galileo, Global Navigation Satellite System, Mars Express and Shuttle Radar Topography Mission.
7. Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA.
Japan is not famous only for its technology but also for its space programs. The JAXA is deeply involved in asteroid exploration and moon research. JAXA also develops advanced satellites for other space agencies of different countries. JAXA is nowadays working on some international space missions with NASA like Global Precipitation Measurement Core satellite.
6. SpaceX.
SpaceX is a private space organization started by Elon Musk. It became the world's first private space agency to successfully launch satellites in Earth's orbit. It is hard to compete with government space agencies, but Elon Musk and his team determination helped them achieve many milestones. SpaceX became the first space agency to develop reusable rockets for space missions. SpaceX reusable rockets are used to transport equipment and astronauts in ISS and space. The agency is currently working on Mars mission to send humans on Mars by 2026 and make humans multiplanetary.
5. Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO.
Indian Space Research Organization mainly focuses on planetary exploration. The agency works on both national and international space missions. In its starting years no space agency supported it and Israel launched its first satellite through a coconut tree. But the agency made many world records, like it became the first country to send a satellite to Mars orbit in its very first attempt for just $75 million USD. It is the cheapest space mission of all time. In 2017, Israel launched 104 satellites in one go, using PSLV-C-37 into the space and made a world record. The agency focuses on cost-efficient space programs and is developing day by day.
4. Russian Federal Space Agency, Roscosmos.
Russian Space Agency is one of the most famous space agencies in the world. The Roscosmos doesn't focus on special research like planetary exploration, communication, transportation etc. It is the hub for all space programs. The Roscosmos was separated from the former Soviet Space Agency.
3. European Space Agency, ESA.
The European Space Agency consists of 22 member states and their space agencies. The agency gets the benefit of different space agencies instead of a single space agency and can work on multi-space programs at a single time. European Space Agency focuses on moons and planets in our solar system. In 2004 Cassini reached Saturn and since then sending data about Saturn and its moons. The agency has some pre-planned space programs for Jupiter and Mercury, and it is also planning to explore the galaxies and understand dark matter that is continuously expanding our universe.
2. China National Space Administration, CNSA.
China National Space Agency (DOSNT) work on international space programs with different space agencies. It is the only space agency that is not involved in ISS and has its own small space station. This space agency carries most of the space programs privately, and DOSNT work with different agencies of the world. CNSA has sent 11 astronauts in space since 2003.
1. National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA.
NASA is the oldest and most successful space agency. NASA is an independent space agency and not controlled by any department of the USA and directly reports to the U.S. President. NASA's Hubble Space Telescope has played a major role in planetary exploration, asteroid research and universe exploration.
Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe. Inspired.